Yeah, fellas, welcome to the show. If you see the image thumbnail on the show, I'm talking about internet trolls today. Particularly Caucasian internet trolls. No offense if you're Caucasian, but unfortunately, it's a real serious problem. I was watching Cynthia G's channel this morning, and I dedicate the show to her research, and I guess she got some of it from Tariq. But I learned that there's an organized movement to troll, to pretend to be black and troll social media accounts. I've run into this numerous times, even on my site. They even infiltrated my site, pretending to be black. And I busted them. I ran into it early on in YouTube. And I always could tell by their punctuation. Like I was getting trolled, or actually I made a comment on that. Somehow I ended up watching a video. It was on the side. It had to do with some African history. Then I realized, oh, this is that. Those Africans are not from Africa, people. And one of the ways you can tell when they're actually white trolls is their punctuation. Now, some of them didn't read the commandments when they start to troll. I'm going to show you that in just a minute, proof of that. But they use really what you would call Caucasian punctuation. It's basically good grammar. That's all it really is. But most African Americans are used on the phone, and we don't bother with grammar. They're so nerdy and uptight, they got to even hit the second switch and put the correct grammar in there. So let me transfer over so I can show you some proof of game. Okay, type in how to pretend to be black and troll social media. I got this from Cynthia G. And I was fucking amazed when she did it, and I did it myself. Wow. White supremacists to flood Twitter. They're also on YouTube, by the way. How to be black on social. Why, white folks? Why are they so focused on black people? I'm going to show you something in just a minute. Senior alt-right Twitter troll promised to flood social network with create a fake black person account. White supremacist Twitter users are creating fake black person. There's Pepe with a Trump wig on. Whoa. Now, how to be a N-word on Twitter. He's giving them lessons on it on this site, thecoli.com. And he wrote, Wyden had 125K followers, one of the most popular GOP pundits on the site. And the Weaves account has been a staple of the site nearly since it began. The latter gave the statement on his banishment. Okay, I guess they're reporting about it instead of being on the actual site, I think. Daily Stormer. Gave the statement on his banishment. After years of shit-lording, I started talking about Pizzagate on Twitter and was promptly banned. It is my biggest audience, and I never broke Twitter's rules. See, I stated that racists have a form of mental insanity. That's why they hyper-focus in on black people. When they start hyper-focusing on us, that's a form of insanity, by the way. And Dr. Africa talked about how the glaciers leached out certain minerals from the soil in Northern Europe, and it leads to this type of behavior. So people that grew up in Northern Europe, because there's certain minerals are missing from the soil, they have a tendency to go to this very type of behavior. And white folks in America are descended from those same people. They are in a complete panic over this Pizzagate thing. It is real. It is all real. We are ruled by pedo-Satanist kikes. Jesus. This comes after the prime leader of the neo-Nazi movement, Richard Spencer, was banned several weeks ago, along with many others. And so today, our revolution against Twitter begins. Now remember, they're also on YouTube. We shall have our revenge. We shall become S. And we shall bring the entire system to its knees. To its knees. For those who don't remember, I famously did this on a smaller scale during the Mizzou fiasco, which resulted in my permanent banning from Twitter. And I can tell you, it's not hard. The plan. A couple of weeks ago, I mentioned that my trolls have on hand approximately 1,000 fake black person accounts, which are going live in the biggest troll storm Twitter has ever seen. These accounts are up to 2 years old, with updated tweet histories, which have been filled in meticulously. Today, they will begin the operation to bring down Black Twitter. And we need your help. Goals. The primary goal is revenge on Twitter for having launched this attack on free speech, and specifically on the alt-right, and even more specifically on hashtag Pizzagate, by creating a massive spectacle and putting stress on their systems. We wish to create a state of chaos on Twitter among the Black Twitter population by sowing distrust, suspicion, causing blacks to panic. Africans are not from Africa. Think of that. I said that was some bullshit. I said that's COINTELPRO. I said there's probably someone white behind that. If you want to, all the people who have done their black DNA, they show a various mixture of tribes. That's because of the breeding farms and the interbreeding of different tribes here in America. Okay? So African Americans are not pure just one tribe. We're multiple tribes. That shows proof of it. What do? They came out with the DNA scam. It's a scam. So basically they're saying science does not work, yet still they're using science to access the internet. They're using science to use a computer. But this portion of science, of course, does not work. It's a scam. It's a scam. And black people are so dumbed down, the ones that follow these idiots, they're so dumbed down or so desperate to feel special, to feel different, that they will follow these idiots, including one person that was on this account who resorted to trolling this account. So it makes me wonder about him, if he was truly black or not. As a secondary goal, the chaos will affect the Black Lives Matter movement, which uses Twitter as its primary platform. Activists will no longer be able to operate without being constantly suspicious that blacks responding to them are fake accounts. Why the hyper-focus on black folks? It does not matter if the chaos states remains indefinitely because causing blacks to leave, or if they start trying to ban the fake black accounts. Because if they try to ban fake black accounts, they're going to end up banning real black accounts, which will bring a level of chaos to the site beyond what we're able to create with agitation. As always, we want to have a lot of fun. They see that as fun. See, their minds aren't right. We're dealing with crazy. They think one thing is fun that we think, why? As I always say, it's not our revolution if we can't LOL, laugh online. Think of this as an RPG game where you are becoming a character and playing it. And that's what they like to do. They role play. They're the type of people that go to these chat rooms and role play. Sneakers walks across the room and kisses Sally on the lips when he's in New York, she's in California. I never understood that type of role playing online. They opened up those fake cities. I saw a documentary on a chick that fell in love with the character, and the guy was in New York. In London. She lived in the United States. She flew to London to meet the dude and was so disappointed. She left her husband to do that. Then she had to beg him to take her back, and he took her back. Making the account. They give you instructions to make an account. Now listen to this. They know us. if you're black. Decide whether you want to be male or female. Female is easier in terms of trolling, though it might be a hard character to play. If you're not feeling creative, you can just use standard names like Shay, Melita, Jay, or Mike. You can also make up random stuff like Jinky Slip, Flex Fist, or Goldie T. You can also use a funny black name like D. Arnell, that's not funny, or Shanika. Photo. Basically, you can find a photo from another account or something random from Google. Now, one of the black, I think he might be black, dudes did that on here. He came back with some coon face. And then he came back with a face, a black face. Another black face, look more normal. From Google Images from a black face and flip it around in an image editing program so that it won't appear on Google reverse images. So this becomes this. You'd also crop a photo down to a person's face from a group photo, which will make it appear on reverse images, such as this to that. If you're a female, you want it to be an attractive, light-skinned one. You guys hear that? This is how dumb we are. That's how stupid our race has become. We got to stop the stupidity. Light skins means more European blood. Don't get it twisted. That means more rapage went on in that person's family. Don't get it twisted. We got to stop putting light skin up on the pedestal. We got to stop the white supremacy within the black race. This will definitely up your power level significantly. Isn't that not true? Is that not true? If you're lazy or don't know how to edit photos, you can just use a picture of a famous black musician or sports star. Or get who's done that before on this channel. Yeah. Or get someone from the forum to help you. From the background, just put a picture of a huge female buttocks. You see that? A gun or an expensive pair of Nike tennis shoes. Is that what we are to my black fellows on the channel? Is this what we've become? That they know this? I'm talking about trolls. This is embarrassing to me. This is very embarrassing. Wearing your new J's, right? Wear the new J's to the club. How many you dummies wear tennis shoes to a nightclub? This became as a result of programming. In my generation, black people, we dressed up. You've heard the term looking fly. Old school word. Looking tab. Tab. For my generation. Now look at us. Sagging. That was an amazing program they did. They did. I'm going to say it again. They did. On us. Now we can't run. Fastest people on the planet. But the cops catch them every damn time because they're sagging. Do you know how stupid you look? Walk around holding your belt in the seat of your pants and then trying to run? Do you even feel any ounce of the stupidity, you saggers that do that shit? Do you realize it was something that was done on us, to us, so that would be the end result? Something out of jail? Methods. Chaos is the name of the game. So basically you want to cause blacks to freak out and argue with each other nonstop. And it worked. It fucking worked. We let them do it. Here are some basic suggestions on how to accomplish that. Preliminary notes based on my research into black Twitter. Most of them are using Twitter on cell phones. How many guys are on phones right now? So spelling is often autocorrect. However, homophones are often used no instead of KNOW, as well as abbreviations and texting slang recognized by phone spell checkers. U instead of you, N instead of and. They use a lot of emoticons, in other words. They do not use much punctuation. And that's how I recognize, white folks. but they would come in with a computer, use a lot of punctuation. They mainly follow whichever hashtag is trending, and there is always a black or black-related hashtag to jump on. The basic concept is to start arguments. It's very simple to get blacks to engage in a Twitter argument. Yeah, it is. You guys know it. Also, YouTube arguments. And once it starts, and Facebook arguments, others will immediately join in. I've had so many trolls, try to join my personal Facebook account that just has my family, my clients, and high school people I went to high school with. If you tried to join Chris Arnett's account, I considered you a troll. I don't care if you had a black face or not. I investigated these blackface ones. Many of them only had just the one photo. They didn't think I would do it. If they had no connection to anybody that I knew, that was immediate red flag. Plus, if I didn't recognize your name, you don't get in. Keep on trying. You do not go to my personal account where I deal with my family if you're from this community. Okay? Use Zen, next word, Mac. Zen, next word, Mac. Even though I haven't been to that account in probably 6 months. Don't use it anymore. So for this business, you can go to my fan page, The Real Men's Channel. Again, you go to my fan page, The Real Men's Channel. You will never, ever get into my personal account. Listen again. You will never, ever get into my personal account. Period. I remember some of the black dudes from this community. That's just fucking creepy. Just like you guys who are following the one YouTube channel. One person signed up or is following my personal YouTube channel where I go look at, I'm trying to separate this channel from my van dwelling and other stuff like that. When other blacks show up in the argument, you started with a random black, you could follow someone and this will give them ego. Wow. Make them feel they should be on your side. Wow. And after you click follow on their account, say something implying that the person you follow agrees with you. Tyrone already knew all this. Do you see how they're doing it? How clever? Whoa. That's all I got to say. The emergence of the black troll. I have trouble with this. So many articles on this subject. Just like, fuck. This is Cynthia G's video, by the way. Alt-right trolls with fake black accounts trolling social media. Cynthia G. Now, if you're non-black, or other words, if you're white, I wouldn't go there. She used a term that you won't like, something like evil abonoid devils or something like that. But she is referring to, and she's actually referring to, I believe, all white folks. Sorry, she has no love, and she believes we should be separate. You're gonna ask, why do I follow her? I follow her for current information. She's always on point. I always fact check. A lot of times I'll just go to her. Sometimes I'll bypass the videos and go right to the articles. So be careful if you're black. As I said, I busted quite a number of fools on my own account. Good. You guys are listening instead of talking. Love it. All right. I'll be back with another video in a minute where we can do our chit chat. We'll talk about some game. I put this up because I wanted to warn all the black folks and tell you what I've been through. I had someone trolling my last account, but he was from the PUA community. So I'm used to trolls. I've been dealing with trolls for a long, long time. But I figured out what they were doing a long time ago. When I first came online, I got blue screen. It was called blue screen, where they could do something and your computer would go to a blue screen, often by busting people. They were internet marketers selling porn, and they knew how to blue screen a motherfucker real fast. I'd bust them on pushing porn and shit like that in those early chat rooms, and bam, my screen would go blue. Well, fellas, I'll be back in a few minutes with another show, or sometime today. You guys have a good day if I don't see you or talk to you again.